Today we got two of the fastest heroes out there going head to head. Flash versus Silver Surfer. Who wins? Well, let's find out. Having discovered his mother murdered and his father blamed for the act, forensic scientist Barry Allen sought to clear his dad's name and to find the real killer. After being doused in chemicals and struck by lightning, Barry was granted the gift of super speed. Now, he protects his hometown of Central City as the Flash, the fastest man alive and founding member of the Justice League. So Barry generates his super speed by tapping into the Speed Force, and actually generates the Speed Force as he runs, so it's kind of like he's a Speed Force engine. This also means that he can never be cut off from the Speed Force, because as soon as he starts running, he will generate energy, regain his speed, and be connected to the Speed Force once more. Flash is able to run much faster than the speed of light, quickly circling the globe multiple times while fighting Reverse Flash. He's able to outrace Darkseid's Omega Beams. He said that he can clear out all the Tokyo from a tidal wave in just 30 seconds. He's also faster than Superman. When Flash runs, everything around him seems to slow down, but he's still to make out crimes and people around him. Alongside superhuman speed, Barry also possesses superhuman agility and reflexes, allowing him to instantly react to any danger coming his way. He also has superhuman stamina and has near infinite endurance, meaning that, in theory, he could run for forever. Flash has complete control over his body down to the molecular structure, which allows him to vibrate his body through solid objects. He's even able to vibrate so fast that light doesn't reflect off of him and he's invisible. Barry can also extend this ability to other people or objects, by the time he faced an entire plane and all of his passengers. With his super speed, Flash is able to run in a circle and create an air vortex, which he then uses as either an offensive weapon to suffocate an enemy, create a barrier, or send someone to another dimension. He's able to project bolts of lightning from his hands. He's also able to land countless punches using super speed. Flash can deliver the infinite mass punch, which is where he runs near the speed of light and gains the relative mass of a white dwarf star. Finally, Flash can also travel to and from the Speed Force and trap opponents in the Speed Force where they are unable to escape. Then in the corner of Silver Surfer, Norrin Rad of Zen lies the mighty Herald of Galactus, the Devourer of Worlds. Get to it the Power Cosmic and a trusty board that's faster than light speed, which you can summon at will. He travels the universe as the Silver Surfer. With his incredible powers, Surfer possesses great superhuman strength that allows him to battle against Hulk, Thor, Beta Ray Bill, and even Thanos. Then he also has superhuman durability, and can withstand punches from Hulk and Thor, and even traveling through stars and black holes. One of Surfer's greatest assets is his speed, as he can fly and maneuver on his board at unimaginable speeds, and he's even shown the ability to enter the time stream under his own speed. His skin is designed to absorb different kinds of energy, and is constantly being charged by nearby stars and stars from different galaxies. Then Surfer can then tap into the cosmic energy stored in his body, and unleash energy beams powerful enough to destroy a planet or create beams down to the subatomic level. He can also manipulate energy to create force fields and shields, control gravity, and solidify energy around an opponent in order to imprison them. Then Silver Surfer can also rearrange matter in order to create other objects, and it can also transmute or change the state of matter. Silver Surfer is a powerful telepath, and is able to read people's minds, and he's shown a great resistance to powerful telepaths in the past, even if they might be more powerful than him. Then Surfer has the ability of telekinesis, so he can move things with his mind, but he usually just uses this to move his surfboard. Speaking of his board, it is almost indestructible, and can be used as both a weapon and a shield. Then if the board is damaged, Surfer can simply repair it, or even just create a new one with his mind. It's even able to trap and imprison opponents, although it only holds them for a short while. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, if we're being honest here, I have not been looking forward to this fight. In fact, I've been putting it off for as long as possible. Not just so I can do the adequate research and formulate my argument, but also just so I could mentally, emotionally, and physically prepare myself for this fight. Forget Superman vs. Thor or Batman vs. Captain America. this right here might be the hardest and most difficult Marvel vs. DC fight out there to answer. So with all that being said, let's get started. Now let's first take a look at the definitive advantages that each of these guys have over the other, not including speed. Well, Flash has got the infinite mass punch, which was able to instantly knock out a white Martian with the durability of Superman, complete control over his body on the molecular level, allowing him to phase through objects, the ability to create air vortexes and either suffocate opponents, create walls for defense, or even teleport them to other dimensions, the ability to steal an opponent's speed, leave them essentially motionless like a statue, and sending people off to the Speed Force and leaving them trapped there. However, Surfer definitely has his counters to these. For starters, Surfer has an impressive level of durability. The guy surfs supernovas just for fun. He's also taken countless punches from Thor and Hulk, casually walked off a blast from Michael Korvac that reduced a world to ash, and was only knocked off his board by Ego the Living Planet, with an attack that had easily destroyed planets before. Not saying the infinite mass punch won't hurt him, because it will, it's just that Surfer has displayed a durability that ensures that he won't be instantly knocked out by the attack. Surfer doesn't really have to worry about any of Barry's phasing attacks either, as he can manipulate matter in his own body to counteract any sort of phasing attack. Flash won't be able to get rid of Surfer by dumping him in a different dimension, because Surfer can easily travel through dimensions, and then pretty much instantly return to the fight. Really, Barry's best bet in this fight is to perform a speed steal, or trap Surfer in the Speed Force. I'm not sure Silver Surfer has a direct counter to these attacks, but he does have the ability to use the power cosmic to manipulate his energy and his body to increase his strength to essentially limitless speeds. On the other hand, Silver Surfer has countless assets and powers that the Flash doesn't have. He has offensive matter manipulation and can even atomize opponents. He can fire energy projections and manipulate and absorb energy, manipulate gravity, regenerate and reconstruct his body from any attack, even being able to exist without his body, can manipulate people's souls, create force fields that casually hold back the Hulk, telepathically attack people, and use telekinesis to deconstruct objects. On top of that, he has greater strength, durability, and the ability to fly. That is a whole lot of power, and a lot of things that Flash can't directly counter. Yeah, Silver Surfer is definitely more powerful in pretty much every way. However, that's not the most important thing in this fight. Really, what it's all going to come down to is speed. Because if Flash is infinitely faster than Silver Surfer, then even though Surfer is more powerful, Flash can attack after attack and dodge everything that Surfer can throw his way. On the other hand, we don't actually have to prove that Silver Surfer is faster than the Flash, because he's more powerful. All we have to do is prove that Silver Surfer is fast enough to keep up with the Flash, even when Barry is going all out. If Surfer can keep up with the Flash, and speed isn't really an issue, well then he can definitely take Barry down, just because he's got so much more going for him. So let's start off by taking a look at how fast Barry is, and what his top speed is. Flash has been able to easily move faster than Superman, have a lengthy conversation with Captain Atom in the span of a few microseconds, but perhaps his most impressive speed feat is when he saved 500,000 people from Tokyo in just 0.00001 seconds. In order to do this, that would mean that Barry was moving around 12.5 to 13 trillion times the speed of light. That's insanely impressive and insanely fast. However, this is kind of the fastest that Flash has ever gone. Now, there are a couple feats that are actually faster, like Flash racing faster than instantaneous teleportation, but that was Wally West. It was also amped at the time because everyone on Earth was running as well to help Wally. But in this fight, it's Barry. So let's see how fast Silver Surfer is, and if he can keep up with 13 trillion times the speed of light. Now, there's a common misconception that Surfer can't move faster than the speed of light, and that is just so wrong. Surfer's traveled light years in seconds, meaning that he is moving over 31 million times the speed of light. He's also traveled 500,000 light years in seconds. And for comparison, the Milky Way galaxy is 100,000 light years across. So he traveled 5 galaxies in just a few seconds. Surfer is also able to operate and think at these speeds, as while he was traveling at faster than light speed, he was able to map billions of stars that he passes by, and makes note of the slightest changes and shifts. Using all these changes, he was able to correctly calculate precisely where a wormhole would be, and then travel through it. So I'm not sure which one is actually faster than the other, but I think it's safe to say that they are easily comparable at the least. And that's all we needed to know. Flash's speed is really the only thing he has going for him in this fight, and he had to be much faster than Silver Surfer in order to win. And the thing is, he's not. Surfer is comparable enough speed to hang with Barry, and from that point on, all he needs to do is land one attack, and Flash is done for. Silver Surfer is winning this one. But what do y'all think? Who do you think wins this fight? Who do you think is faster? Sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe button. More videos just one every single day. And I'll see you next time.